What's up, everybody? It's your favorite splicer's favorite nerd. Today we are looking at a Reprolabels review, and we're going to do this guy first. We'll get to the splicing bit later. That'll make sense in a bit. But this guy, I often feel like the Reprolabels are much more rewarding for the Chug figures or MMC reformatted. You know, people that are going along those lines. There's just more of an opportunity, I feel like, to use them. So I wanted to get to this guy straight away because I was pretty excited about it. And he's relatively plain, you know. MMC makes a great product, but they're not. I wouldn't say they're especially known for their paint. So I'm anxious to get to this fella. Not for nothing, probably one of the best sets I've ever bought. I used every single sticker, with the exception of, you know, you choose which faction one you want. It's $8, worth every penny. One time I think it was James pointed out to me that like sets that I think are okay, I end up spending like $1 a sticker. And this, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of haunted my soul. But this one is fantastic. There's stickers here and here, all this stuff up there. There are a couple things I want to point out. There's wraparounds, like for this foot, and even the Autobot symbol has to wrap around the chest a bit. I've already had to push the Autobot symbol down 3 or 4 times so far. I'm hoping that the feet stay, but you know, time will tell. Reprolabels doesn't do a great job with stickers that have to wrap around stuff. But for the most part, I love it. I love all the green detailing here, the warning, the caution ones, and then the green highlights here, green on the gun there, green inside the visor. It's a great set, and I used every single sticker because nothing looked goofy and everything looked appropriate, and I think it makes it very IDW, like comic booky looking, which is how I want it to look. So if you have Spartan, I definitely recommend that you pick this set up. Actually, I can't recommend it enough. It's a great set. But and for some of the stickers are fairly big, and I didn't have to do any Reprolabel splicing. If you don't know about the Reprolabel splice, you either are very meticulous or haven't put on enough Reprolabels. Oh, that's all right. I know what to do. We put this half on. And then we come back for the other half. And make it tight. Yeah. The Reprolabel Splice. You know you've done it. This fella has a special place in my heart for those that know the whole Mach 5 story to this guy. And long story short, he's important to me, he's important to my collection, and I wanted to make sure that I could do him as much justice as possible. And like the Impactor, I feel like Reprolabels can bring a lot to the more stylized designs, whether it be IDW or kind of the general MakeToys aesthetic or Warbotron, etc. I feel like they can bring a lot to the table there. So we'll see how this spices this fella up. I used a fair amount. I didn't use all of his. I had these left over, which are like brake lights. I'm not going to put them on because I'll never transform them again, probably. I didn't put this piece on here. This goes on the back there. But then if you think about it, you'll have this that looks like that, right? But then you have nothing down here, so it won't match, and I don't think it'll look good. There's a couple places where you can put these blue chrome ones on, right there, and on the headlights. I don't like, as a general rule, I don't like covering up paint with stickers, as a general rule. And then we have like the visor. As you can see, I tried that. I should have known better. It looks stupid. I had to take it off right away. And the faceplate, that's just a kind of a nightmare waiting to happen, really. I wish they would have given us some stickers for this really boring firearm. That would have looked cool. But I did use all the little detailings like that. Very IDW, so I dig that. The Autobot label, even though the colors don't really match, same with the arms. But I did use those. They cover up a hole also, so I dig that. And the wheel stickers, like the lights around the wheel, also once again very IDW. And this one's only $4, so I definitely think this one is worth it as well. It's just, you know, doing this one after doing Impactor it kind of fails in comparison. So I love these FansToys bugs. As you know, I don't have many complaints about how they look, but the Reprolabel sets didn't look over the top, so I wanted to give them a look. So we're gonna do Shrapnel real quick. 3 things for this one. 1, this set is $8. 2, this set is not worth $8. 3, this set is worth $8 to me. Okay, let me explain. I love these bugs. They're some of my favorite third-party Transformers, some of my favorite Transformers, period. For this guy, and we'll talk about Forager here in a minute, like, you can see how much I didn't use. It was just too... First of all, I'm not covering up paint with stickers. I'm not doing that. There's too much stuff here that makes it toyish to me. There was one that I tried one of these. They wrap around the arm here. It lessened it somehow. I can't explain it. It lessened it, but... So I didn't use many. I used these 2 circle ones just to get like a little black ring inside that hip joint, and it covers the seam where the plastic is put together. So I like that. I added these 2 little black accents here. They're there, and then I put 2 on the other side, obviously. And then my favorite ones. Ugh. Oh wait, they are two different ones. No, they're not. Okay, my favorite ones. Forgive me, I'm excited. Are these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I love them. I love them. I love little stickers like that. That's my favorite thing that Reprolabels does, are little accents. When it gets too big and too out of control, it's not for me. And then, of course, the Decepticon symbol. So I'm happy with it. But I can tell you, unless you, like, there's a lot that I didn't use. I mean, an awful lot, you know, because I just think it looks classier, kind of how it is, without all the jazzmatazz on it. Same exact deal with Forager or Kickback. Like, I think it's a good set. I think it's good as it is, but the set didn't look over the top, so I figured, what the hey, and we'll give it a shot. Pretty much same principles apply here. I used even less, actually. Actually, I might have used more, technically. Sticker there. 1 here, right above the 2 red stripes. I don't think that's too much. Where it starts to look goofy, I think that's just sharp enough. And then I used these vents here. The vents are nice. They're chrome, but they're shadowed at the top, so it doesn't look stickery. You know, it has a very, like, pseudo-real look to it, because it looks like it has depth, and I like that. And I used the sticker here and those 2 there, and then I passed on all this stuff. And because you can put more of these shaded vents on the wings, I didn't want to do that. I like the all chrome, and then all this is for the bug legs, which I'm not going to mess with, and stuff. But yeah, and then there's the wraparound. Actually, these don't have a wraparound. They're just 1 sticker that go in front. I just felt like it lessened it. I just feel like the plain purple looked better. Like, if they would have given me, like, some ones to go up in there, maybe little red ones in there, maybe, I don't know. You know, that may have been too much also. But I think overall, I'm happy with just the few I used. $7 though, so I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the cost of admission. But for me, I particularly love these bugs, so I wanted to kind of go the extra mile. Alright, so this guy's a bit of a hot topic, right? Little controversial unit. Didn't really meet expectations, I think, fan-wise, for the most part. I don't hate him as much as some people do. I do feel like the chest to shoulder to arm ratio looks disproportionate. It looks like he's wearing his dad's arms and legs sometimes, but I wasn't crazy about the upgrade set that kind of fills out the chest. I don't think it looks quite right. That's just, my personal taste. I did get the sticker sets to him to see if that made any bit of a difference. I don't hate this guy at all, but I definitely understand people's criticisms of him, and I agree with the proportion criticisms. I'm not sure if I agree with too many of the other criticisms, but here we go. $22 set. Pretty much the only things I didn't use were things that are kind of tucked away now because they're in combine mode. I like it. I think it makes it more cohesive. I think it brings it together some. I do like it overall. There's some that I like specifically, but there's a lot of, like, I don't know what it is about this little computer design with Computron that, like, normally stuff like that would turn me off. It would be a little too toyish, but with Computron, I kind of like it. Let me see if I can't go on. Like, I like all these little stickers here on the wheels of turbo ejector and the little side detailings on the side of the feet and stuff. Overall, I like it. It's 22 bucks. I'm not. It certainly doesn't save this thing at all. If you hate it, I've never hated it. I've always been slightly disappointed by it, but I've never hated it. I think that it's better, but I'm not sure if it's worth 22 bucks. And you know what also is a bummer, and it's not really Reprolabels' fault. It's more so Warbotron's fault. But not one Autobot sticker on that set. Not one. And I noticed it about halfway through, and I was like, well, where would I even put an Autobot sticker? And I don't see a place. Kind of sucks. And last but not least, we're gonna look at this guy. This is the one of the prizes of my collection. Like it's one of the pieces that I love looking at the most. I'm a big fan of it, so I had to get the sticker set, right? So let's get them up. I forgot to bring the sticker sheet down. I used most of them. It's a great set. A little expensive. I can't think it's about the same as Computron's. I can't remember now. I looked at it when I first went up there, and now I can't recall. But I'll be honest with you. It doesn't do a whole lot for combine mode, but if you ever break these guys back down into individual modes, the stickers are fantastic. It's a great set. I'm glad that I actually looked at this last. So we kind of start with a good set and end with a good set. So, like all these little like military detailings and stuff, there's like those little purple bits in there. Those are stickers. The little accents, like the black square with the yellow thing, like to me that's a Swindle thing. He needs that, so that's a sticker. There's just a lot of, let me see if I can't get you any more. The tire stickers there, the little military insignia there with the Decepticon symbol. Like there's a lot of that stuff all over, and I think it looks fantastic. But it doesn't do a whole lot for combine mode, probably just because combine mode is already pretty stellar. So that's it. I got DX9's Blitzwing coming soon, and other than that, I don't know what's coming. So, I put stuff up as I get it. Some weeks are going to be slow, some weeks are going to be action-packed. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.